Hey, Rob Hartnett here from Sailing Shack. Welcome to a Seaway 25. This is actually our Seaway 25. It's a boat that was designed around 1979. They started production in Australia. They're a Doug Peterson design, so they were based off a quarter-ton design. His own boat was Starride Stella, which then progressed to a boat for Dave Ulman called Blitz. These boats were put together by Tom Stevenson, who was the world half-ton champion, and they were built off Doug Peterson's design in Melbourne. And there were around 75 to 80 of these built. They were designed to be a trailable yacht for the trailable market that was burgeoning in Australia in the 1980s, but also designed to rate IOR, which they did successfully, and also junior offshore group as well. So they filled a lot of areas for people who wanted to get into either cruising, racing, cruising, but they were also a flat-out racer as well. This particular one here, Quarter Wave, this is our boat, built around 1980. It's number 43 of the builds. They're all built out of fiberglass with a centerboard and a fixed rudder cassette, which I'll show you later on. This boat, we don't know who it was originally sold to. It was kept for apparently about 18 months and then bought by a family who owned it for 20 years and then raced it successfully all over the place in Victoria, down in Peninsula, the Petersville Regatta. They sailed to Marley Point. They had it for 20 years as a family, 3 sons in the family, and they sold it in 2003 to a guy called Terry Colburn, who I bought the boat from, and Terry and his family sailed it on the Gippsland Lakes, took it to Queensland, towed it all around the place, and they owned it for 20 years, and we've now got it. So we've now got it, and we're putting it back to its kind of racing, kind of how it was when it first came out of the factory, designed to be a kind of racer cruiser. So we've stripped a lot of the cruising gear out, sorry Terry, but we're putting a lot of the racing gear back onto it because we want to take it back to being a nice little kind of quarter-ton racer as it was designed for back in 1980.